So welcome back to the next video where we're going to have some fun today. So you might be able to hear in the background, I don't know if you can hear it, some under the sea noises, and that's because today we're going to show you how to make some fun fish. Okay, just like this from paper. Okay, so this one is white and just not very well decorated, but we can get into that in a wee while. So let's get started. So the best way to start is usually with all of our crafts we start with a square of paper. Okay, and as always it folds first of all into a triangle. Now I have coloured in some spots here, but I'll explain that later on because this part of the triangle is going to be the top part of the fish. So you can colour it, you can use coloured paper, you can use paper that has a pattern on it. For example, you could use wrapping paper. You can use, I made a fish using this here, gift bag. This was a bit more difficult to work with because it was very thick paper, but this is just an example of the different textures and patterns that you can have. But if you've got some crayons, markers, you might want to draw your own pattern on the fish yourself, and you can decide then your favorite colors. Okay, so first of all we fold the square of paper into a triangle. It gives us a nice neat triangle. Then we open it up, and inside then we do two more folds. So we fold the two edges in here to form a kite shape. Okay, so I've just drawn in the lines there where the folds should be. Okay, so fold, and that gives us kite shape. Okay, so then fold it back out to the original triangle, and this side will be the mouth side of the fish, and this is the tail. So we want to do our fins. As you can see, the fins are at the bottom half of the fish's body. Okay, so what we want to do is make nice neat cuts from the top of the fold of the paper, about halfway down there to this fold. Okay, and just continue to cut that all the way down, and these are the fins of the fish. So you can do them very close together, give you thin fins. You can do them more far apart, and they'll give you thick fins. You could do a mixture of both. It's your fish, and whatever way you want to do it. Okay, so I think that should do for now. Okay, and then the other thing that we want to do is, this is the fish's head, so we want to cut that so it's nice and rounded, like so. Okay, now that's the basic body of the fish. So then you can do more decoration, add some glitter, let that dry, paint it, colour it in with marker, whatever that you want to do to make your fish nice and bright and colourful. And I'll show you the other parts of the fish that you will need. So the fish also has a tongue, front fins, back fins, and eyes. And you can either draw the eyes on, or you can cut the eyes out and stick them on. So I have just made some separate here to show you. So the tongue, coloured in nice and red. Okay, that's going to be the fish's tongue. Then we have the front fins, which are going to be glued to the underside of the fish, like that. And the back fins, which is kind of like a little heart shape, that's going to be glued onto the back of the fish. And then I've done some eyes. Okay, so let's get to my favorite part, which is the glue. Okay, so we fold the fish up underneath there to make a nice cone shape almost, and then you can either use Pritt stick or any glue stick or a PVA glue. I prefer the PVA glue. Just think it's nice, and it sets nice and hard and keeps the things together better. Sometimes with the glue stick it can dry out a bit and become unstuck, but if you have a glue stick that's drying out, all you have to do is add a little bit of water to that, and that should rejuvenate it and make it easier to use. Okay, so I'm just putting lots of glue on here to show you what the fish is going to be like. So that's that part of the fish then, that's the main body. And then all that's left is to continue with the fins, the tongue and the eyes. So for the tongue then, I'm going to put some glue on the inside of the fish in here. Okay, and then you can even put some glue as well on the back part of the tongue. That's going to be the part that's stuck down. Okay, just to give it that extra stickiness. Okay, so there we've got the nice red tongue of the fish in there. And then we go on to the fins. So we'll do the front fins first. And they're going to go here. So we put some glue on the underside here where we want the fins to go. And then dab that on, coloured side facing up that way. Okay, and then the back fins, which are the little almost heart-shaped ones, and then they go on the back of the fish, coloured side up as well. Okay, so we just get some more glue, pop that on. Okay, and then you'll need to allow time for the glue to dry, for it all to set. Okay, so you can see it's beginning to take shape, and all that's left now are the eyes of the fish. So I've maybe been moving a little bit fast for you in this video, so feel free to pause at any time so that that'll give you a chance to cut out the other shapes that you need. Okay, so we put on one eye on that side. And one eye on the other side, and that's our fish complete. That's all the parts together. Okay, and then you can decide if he's decorated enough or if you want to do some more decoration, and then you'll end up with complete fish that's ready to go. So you might want to keep these. If you make any of these, you can make them with different colours, different textures, different types of paper. For this blue one I've used wrapping paper, which is a bit flimsy, but it's a good effect because it's got one colour on one side and white on the other, so it'll be good contrast and you'll be able to see the fins more when they're separated out. Okay, and then some different coloured paper for the different features, the fins, the tongue and the eyes. So get creative with it, get crazy, get sparkles if you can, and let us see if you make any. We'd love to see those posted online. So if you're going to make any of these, I would advise that you hold on to them, because we're going to have a few different under the sea themes in future videos, and then at the end we can bring all of our under the sea things together and make an under the sea scene. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and we will see you soon.